Got it. Here's the world's best cheat sheet for Sannyasi Fakir revolt and related movements, 1757 to 1857 period. It's super crisp, exam ready, covers all keywords, dates, causes, leaders, outcomes, and references. Tash cheat sheet, Sannyasi and Fakir rebellion, 1763 to 1800. Context, background, time frame, between Battle of Plassey, 1757, and Revolt of 1857. Bengal suffered, wars plus famines, British exploitation, economic misery, political unrest. Participants, farmers, soldiers, ascetics, sannyasis and fakirs, dispossessed rulers. Revolt details. Name, Sannyasi Fakir Rebellion. Years, 1763 to 1800. Region, Bengal. Leaders, Kenasarkar, Digi Narayan. Groups, Sannyasis, Hindu monks, Nagas, Giri Shashatra. Sannyasis, armed monks, ex-soldiers in Maratha and Rajput armies. Fakirs, Muslim mendicants. Followers, homeless, uprooted, famine-stricken peasants joined them. Causes, restrictions on pilgrims, British banned limited access to holy places. Famine of 1770, mass starvation, 10 million deaths. British exploitation, high taxes, land revenue demands, unfair policies. Course, armed monks, Nagas, Giris, fakirs attacked British establishments. Peasants and dispossessed rulers supported revolt. Guerrilla-style resistance spread across Bengal. Suppression, Governor-General Warren Hastings, 1773 to 1785, launched harsh military operations. Revolt suppressed by Daesh 1800. Legacy, early example of Hindu-Muslim unity against British. Remembered in Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay's novel Anand Math, 1882, contains Vande Mataram, inspired later nationalist movements. Quick keywords for revision. Time, 1763 to 1800. Place, Bengal. Leaders, Kenasarkar, Digi Narayan. Causes, pilgrim restrictions, 1770 famine, exploitation. Groups, sannyasis, Nagas, Giris, fakirs. Suppression, Warren Hastings. Legacy, Anand Math, Hindu-Muslim unity. This is your one-page crisp revision sheet, perfect to look at right before exams. Do you want me to make a visual memory map diagram, flowchart style, of this cheat sheet so you can remember it even faster? Perfect. Here's the world's best crisp one-page cheat sheet for the Fakir resistance, 1770-77. It's short, sharp, and exam-ready. No extra words, but no important detail missed. Cheat sheet, Fakir resistance, 1770 to 77. Background, time frame, 1770-77. Continued till early 19th century. Place, Bengal, center of revolt. After famine, 1770, plus British exploitation, people in distress. Leaders, Majnum Shah, founder, challenged British authority, collected wealth from zamindars and farmers. Chirag Ali Shah, successor after Majnum's death, expanded revolt to northern Bengal. Support base, disbanded Indian soldiers, jobless after armies disbanded. Pathans, Afghan warriors. Rajputs, Rajasthan warriors. Hindu leaders, Bhavani Pathak and Devi Chaudhrani, supported Chirag Ali Shah. Causes, 1770 famine, hunger, misery, British exploitation, high revenue, oppression. Challenge to British authority by fakirs. Nature of revolt, collection of wealth from zamindars and farmers. Armed resistance against British rule, showed Hindu-Muslim unity in early anti-British struggle. Suppression, British military crushed movement. By early 19th century, c. 1800 to 1810, revolt fully under control. Quick keywords for revision. Time, 1770 to 77 till early 19th c. Place, Bengal. Leaders, Majnum Shah, Chirag Ali Shah. Support, disbanded soldiers, Pathans, Rajputs. Hindu allies, Bhavani Pathak, Devi Chaudhrani. Cause, 1770 famine plus British exploitation. End, suppressed by British, c. 1800s. Significance, early Hindu-Muslim united resistance. This is your ready-to-revise exam page for Fakir resistance. Do you want me to also combine this with the Sannyasi revolt cheat sheet into a single comparative page, Sannyasi versus Fakir, so you can revise both together quickly? Here's the world's best one-page crisp cheat sheet for Pagalpanthis Uprising, 1813 to 1833, so you can quickly revise before exams. Every important keyword, date, and point is included. Short, sharp, and no fluff. TAC cheat sheet, Pagalpanthis Uprising, 1813 to 1833. Where and who? Region, Northeast India, mainly Bengal and Assam border areas. Sect, Pagalpanthi, a religious sect. Supporters, Hindus, Muslims, Garo tribes, Jang Adivasis. Why revolt? Causes: harsh land revenue system by British, oppressive administration, exploitation of peasants and tribals. People found British policies unacceptable and unbearable. Leader: Tipu Pagal Panthi, leader of the Panthis. Timeline: 1813, revolt started under Tipu. 1813 to 1833, 20 years. Movement continued strongly. Tipu became powerful, set up parallel administration, like his own government in any India. 1833, revolt suppressed by British. Cash, significance, aimed to protect peasants and tribals from exploitation. Showed unity of communities, Hindus, Muslims, tribals together. Early example of organized resistance against British rule. Keywords for quick recall: Pagalpanthi sect, Tipu, Hindus, Muslims, Garo, Jang, 1833, parallel administration, suppressed 1833. Would you like a visual memory map diagram of this, like flowchart style with arrows, so you can revise in seconds before exam? Here's the world's best cheat sheet page on the Kuka Revolt, 1860 to 70. Crisp, exam ready, with dates, keywords, leaders, and events, no point missed. Kuka Revolt, 1860-70, cheat sheet. Background: started as religious movement turned into political movement. Main aim: end British rule in India plus reform Sikh society. Name: Kuka. Followers shouted loud religious cries, Kuk, during prayers. Key leaders: Bhagat Jawaharlal, Sian Sahib, founded Kuka movement in 1840, West Punjab. Focus: reform Sikh religion, stop idol worship, return to purity. Balak Singh, disciple of Sian Sahib, spread teachings further. Ram Singh Kuka, took leadership later, main leader, turned movement political against British rule. Exiled to Rangoon, Burma, by British. Headquarters, location Hajro, Nendoyu, Punjab. Base for spreading movement. British suppression, period 1863 to 72. Harsh measures, Volt. Ram Singh deported. Importance, significance. Early attempt at combining religion plus politics against British. Showed unity among Sikhs against colonial rule. Inspired later Sikh and nationalist movements. Quick timeline: 1840, Sian Sahib starts movement, West Punjab. Hajro H set up by Sian Sahib, Balak Singh. 1860s, Ram Singh leads, movement turns political. 1863 to 72, British suppress revolt. Ram Singh exiled to Rangoon. Keywords for exams: Kuka, shouters, Sikh reformist, anti-British movement. Bhagat Jawaharlal, Sian Sahib, founder. Balak Singh, disciple. Ram Singh Kuka, political leader. Hajro HQ, 1863 to 72, suppression. Exile to Rangoon. This is your one-page revision map, all leaders, years, aims, events, outcomes in bullets. Would you like me to also make a side-by-side comparison cheat sheet of Pagal Panthis Uprising, 1813 to 33, and Kuka Revolt, 1860 to 70, so you can revise both together super fast for exams? Here's the world's best cheat sheet page on the Kuka Revolt, 1860 to 70. Crisp, exam ready, with dates, keywords, leaders, and events, no point missed. Kuka Revolt, 1860-70, cheat sheet. Background: started as religious movement turned into political movement. Main aim: end British rule in India plus reform Sikh society. Name: Kuka. Followers shouted loud religious cries, Kuk, during prayers. Key leaders: Bhagat Jawaharlal, Sian Sahib, founded Kuka movement in 1840, West Punjab. Focus: reform Sikh religion, stop idol worship, return to purity. Balak Singh, disciple of Sian Sahib, spread teachings further. Ram Singh Kuka, took leadership later, main leader, turned movement political against British rule. Exiled to Rangoon, Burma, by British. Headquarters, location Hajro, Nendoyu, Punjab. Base for spreading movement. British suppression, period 1863 to 72. Harsh measures, Volt. Ram Singh deported. Importance, significance. Early attempt at combining religion plus politics against British. Showed unity among Sikhs against colonial rule. Inspired later Sikh and nationalist movements. Quick timeline: 1840, Sian Sahib starts movement, West Punjab. Hajro H set up by Sian Sahib, Balak Singh. 1860s, Ram Singh leads, movement turns political. 1863 to 72, British suppress revolt. Ram Singh exiled to Rangoon. Keywords for exams: Kuka, shouters, Sikh reformist, anti-British movement. Bhagat Jawaharlal, Sian Sahib, founder. Balak Singh, disciple. Ram Singh Kuka, political leader. Hajro HQ, 1863 to 72, suppression. Exile to Rangoon. This is your one-page revision map, all leaders, years, aims, events, outcomes in bullets. Would you like me to also make a side-by-side comparison cheat sheet of Pagal-Panthis Uprising, 1813 to 33, and Kuka Revolt, 1860 to 70, so you can revise both together super fast for exams? Here's the world's best one-page crisp cheat sheet on the Pica Rebellion, 1817. Compact, keyword-rich, exam-ready, and missing no key point. Pica Rebellion 1818 cheat sheet. Who were the Picas? Picas equals peasant militias, soldier farmers of Gajapati rulers of Odisha. Duty. Wartime served as soldiers for king. Peacetime worked as cultivators, farmers. Causes of rebellion. British repression after conquest of Odisha, 1803. Loss of land grants. Picas lost their estates and privileges. Social decline. Lost traditional position in society. Economic exploitation. Harsh revenue policies by British collectors. Resentment among peasants, zamindars, village heads, and tribals. Leadership. Baxi Jagabandhu, hereditary chief of Gajapati militia army, Kurta kingdom near Puri. Symbol of resistance against British oppression. Course of Rebellion, 1817. Started March 1817. Picas rose in revolt, supported by tribals, peasants, zamindars, and village heads. Actions. Attacked British symbols of power. Burned police stations, treasury, administrative offices. Advanced towards Kurta, center of Gajapati power. Spread quickly to different regions of Odisha. British response. British initially shocked and unprepared, later regrouped and fought back. Faced stiff resistance from Picas. Picas adopted guerrilla warfare, hit and run in forests after defeats. Outcome. Rebellion eventually suppressed. Baxi Jagabandhu continued guerrilla struggle till 1825, finally surrendered, 1825. Lived as prisoner in Cuttack, died in 1829. Significance. First major anti-British uprising in Odisha, seen as a prelude to 1857 revolt, miniature form of later struggles. Reflected anger of traditional warriors, peasants, and tribals against British exploitation. Quick revision table. Year, event. 1803, British conquest of Odisha. 1817, Pica Rebellion begins under Baxi Jagabandhu. 1825, Jagabandhu surrenders. 1829, Jagabandhu dies in Cuttack. Keywords to remember. Picas, peasant militias, Gajapati rulers, British repression, land loss, exploitation. Baxi Jagabandhu, Kurta, guerrilla warfare, 1817 suppressed, 1825 surrender, 1829 death. Would you like me to also make a visual memory map, diagram form, for this cheat sheet so you can revise even faster before exams? Here's the world's best one-page cheat sheet on Kittur Chennamma Rebellion, 1824 to 1829. Super crisp, concise, all keywords, dates, and no important point missed. Kittur Chennamma Rebellion, 4 to 1829. Cheat sheet. Kittur, small kingdom in Karnataka. Ruler, died in 1824 without a natural heir. Adopted son, Chennamma widow, adopted an heir. British policy, doctrine of lapse, adopted heirs not accepted. Cause of revolt, British rejected adopted heir of Kittur, took Tour. Chennamma opposed, wanted freedom and respect for Indian tradition of adoption. Leadership, Kittur Chennamma, brave queen, led armed resistance. Sangoli Rayana, commander, strong supporter of rebellion. The rebellion, 1824. Chennamma's army fought East India Company troops. First battle, victory for Kittur. British reinforcements returned with bigger army. Final battle, Chennamma defeated. Brutal suppression, Sangoli Rayana captured, executed, hanged. Chennamma, imprisoned at Baihangal Fort. Death, 1829, in prison. Importance, legacy, one of the first armed revolts against British before 1857. Symbol of female courage and resistance. Inspired later freedom fighters. Known as Rani Chennamma of Kittur in Indian history. Keywords to remember. Kittur, Karnataka Kingdom, doctrine of lapse, cause, 1824, revolt begins, Chennamma, leader, Sangoli Rayana, supporter, hanged, Baihangal Fort, prison, 1829, Chennamma died. This is crisp enough to revise in 2 minutes before exams, while covering all important points. Would you like me to also make a super visual mind map version, like flowchart style, so you can remember it even faster? Perfect. You want a world best cheat sheet page, very crisp bullet points, dates, keywords only, so you can revise super fast before exams. I'll keep it short but cover all key details. Cheat sheet, Visakhapatnam Revolt, 1827 to 1830. Event, Visakhapatnam Revolt. Time, 1827 to 1830, 3 years. Place, Visakhapatnam region, Andhra Pradesh, east coast of India. Causes, heavy land taxes demanded by British, non-payment of tax, property seized, land, houses, fields taken away, brutal treatment, jail, beatings, brutal treatment angered people. Leaders, local zamindars, landlords, leader Birbhadra, guided revolt. Nature of revolt, refusal to pay taxes, opposition to tax collectors, villagers plus zamindars joined together, small-scale armed resistance. British response, sent soldiers with superior weapons, arrests of leaders, Birbhadra and zamindars targeted, revolt crushed with force. Outcome, revolt failed, British remained in control, leaders punished, lands confiscated. People suppressed, but revolt remembered. Keywords to revise. Tax equals money demanded by rulers. Seize property, take land, house by force. Harsh punishment equals cruel treatment. Zamindar, local landlord. Birbhadra, revolt leader. Crushed equals defeated by strong force. Essence, one-line recap. In 1827 to 30, zamindars of Visakhapatnam, led by Birbhadra, revolted against heavy taxes and cruel punishments of the British, but it was crushed by soldiers. Would you like me to make this cheat sheet into a visual one-page exam revision chart? Like a mind map box chart with arrows, so it's even easier to glance and remember? Perfect. Now make the world's best exam cheat sheet for the Ramosi Revolt, 1822 to 26. This will be style, very crisp, with bullets, dates, names, and keywords only. Easy to revise in 1 to 2 minutes before exams. No detail missed, but no long sentences. Ramosi Revolt, 1822-26, cheat sheet. Background. Community, Ramosi, hill and forest people of Western India, SP Maharashtra. Earlier role, guards / watchmen, soldiers under Maratha kingdom. After Maratha fall, became poor peasants, farmers, faced hardship. Causes, loss of jobs after fall of Marathas, heavy taxes, too high for poor farmers, brutal tax collection, cruel methods, violence, famine, 1825 to 26, extreme hunger, starvation. Revolts. First revolt, 1822, leader Chittor Singh. Reason, heavy taxes plus cruel collection. 2. Second revolt, 1825 to 26, leader Umaji. Reason, severe famine plus continuing oppression. British response, forgave Ramosi, no major punishment. Recruited them into hill police, used local hill knowledge, granted lands for settlement and farming. Keywords must remember. Ramosi equals community, ex-soldiers of Marathas. Peasants equals poor farmers after Maratha fall. 1822 revolt, Chittor Singh, heavy taxes. 1825 to 26 revolt, Umaji, famine. British policy equals forgive hill police plus land grants. Quick timeline. Pre-1820s, Ramosi equals Maratha guards. After Maratha's fall, became peasants. 1822, revolt, Chittor Singh. 1825 to 26, revolt, Umaji, famine. Post-1826, British forgive, recruit in hill police plus land grants. With this page, you can revise the whole Ramosi revolt in 60 to 90 seconds before your exam. Would you like me to also make a memory trick mnemonic, like a short funny line, to instantly recall leaders plus years causes? Got it. Let's make the world's best one-page exam cheat sheet for the Gadkari Revolt, 1844. This will be crisp, bullet style, only keywords, dates, and important facts. Eyes in 1 to 2 minutes before exams without missing anything. TAC, Gadkari Revolt, 1844, cheat sheet. Background. Community, Gadkari's Maharashtra. Role under Marathas. Employees, guards, officials, soldiers. Region, Kolhapur. Causes, British assumption of direct administration of Kolhapur, 1844. Control of land revenue taken over by British. Dismissal from service, Gadkaris lost their jobs. Land placed under Mamlatdars, British appointed revenue officers. All this, resentment, anger among Gadkaris. Revolt. Year, 1844. Place, Kolhapur. Nature, revolt against British policies, loss of jobs and land. Outcome, revolt crushed by British forces. Revolt ended quickly. Gadkaris failed to regain jobs, land. Keywords, must remember. Gadkari ex-employees of Marathas. Kolhapur, 1844. Cause equals direct administration plus dismissal plus Mamlatdars. Result equals crushed by British forces. Quick timeline. Before 1844, Gadkaris equals employees of Maratha Kingdom. 1844, British take direct control of Kolhapur, remove Gadkaris, place land under Mamlatdars. 1844, Gadkaris revolt in Kolhapur. 1844, by British army ended. With this cheat sheet, you can revise the whole Gadkari revolt in less than 60 seconds. Do you also want me to prepare a combined cheat sheet of Ramosi Revolt, 1822-26, plus Gadkari Revolt, 1844, on a single page, so you can compare both quickly in exams? Here's your world best one-page cheat sheet for the Sawantwadi Revolt, 1844, super crisp, exam-ready with dates, keywords, and no missing point. Sawantwadi Revolt, 1844, cheat sheet. Year, 1844, place, Sawantwadi, Deccan. Western India, present-day Maharashtra. Leader, Fand Sawant, Maratha aristocrat nobleman. Causes, Maratha aristocrats' anger. Fand Sawant unhappy with British interference. British expansion, British trying to control Deccan region. Events, Fand Sawant revolted in 1844. British forces attacked, revolt suppressed quickly. Rebels fled to Goa to escape British control. Aftermath, rebels charged with treason, betraying British rule. Rebels faced harsh punishments. Revolt failed. British control strengthened in Sawantwadi. Keywords for instant recall. 1844 Deccan. Leader, Fand Sawant. Rebels fled Goa. Treason charges, harsh punishments, failure British stronger. Quick memory trick. Think 1844 Sawantwadi equals Sawant ran to Goa, punished hard, revolt crushed. Would you like me to also create a visual mind map style chart, like a picture flow with causes, events, results, for this revolt, so you can revise faster than reading text? Here's the world's best crisp one-page cheat sheet of Bharat Gen, generative AI initiative by Govt of India. Simple, exam-friendly, and with no important point missed. Bharat Gen, cheat sheet, one-page revision, launched by Ministry of Science and Technology, Govt of India. Main aim, use generative AI to improve public services in India. Build foundational AI models for India's needs in languages, speech and computer vision. Global importance, world's first Govt-funded multimodal LLM, large language model, project for Indian languages. What is LLM? Large language models, AI systems trained on huge text data, can understand and generate human language, ChatGPT-like systems. Leadership and mission, led by IIT Bombay under NMICPS, National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber-Physical Systems. Partners, IIT's IIM Indore, Data and Control, focus on India-centric data, ensures India owns and controls its digital resources. 4 key features of Bharat Gen 1, multilingual, multimodal models, works in many Indian languages, understands text, speech, image, audio, video. 2, Bhartiya dataset training, AI trained on India's culture, society, and language data. 3, open source platform, free and open for researchers, startups, developers. 4, generative AI research ecosystem, encourages AI research, innovation, and startups in India. What generative AI can do? Create text, essays, answers, summaries. Create images, art, diagrams, designs. Create audio, speech, music, voice clones. Example like GPT plus DALL-E plus Google Translate, but in Indian languages. One-line essence. Bharat Gen, India's first Gov-backed multilingual, multimodal AI project to create LLMs for Indian languages, led by IIT Bombay, ensuring India's control over its own digital and cultural data, while boosting open research and innovation. Do you want me to also make a visual infographic style cheat sheet, like a picture diagram with boxes and arrows, so you can revise even faster before exams? Got it. Here's the world best one-page cheat sheet for the Wahhabi movement. Concise, crisp, keyword-focused, and exam-ready. Nothing extra, no point missed. Wahhabi movement cheat sheet, 19th century India. Nature and aim. Type, revivalist Islamic movement. Aim, return to pure original Islam. Belief, only pure Islam can end socio-political oppression. Threat, serious, organized challenge to British supremacy. Leaders and influences. Leader, Syed Ahmed Barelvi, 1786 to 1831. Influences. Abd al-Wahhab, Arabia, Wahhabi reformist ideas. Shah Waliullah, Delhi, Islamic revivalist teachings. Spread of movement by efforts of Syed Ahmed, regions, Kabul, Northwest Frontier Province, NWFP, Bengal, Bihar, Central Provinces. Key events, 1830, Syed Ahmed captured Peshawar, issued coins in his name, symbol of sovereignty. 1831, Battle of Balakot, Syed Ahmed killed. Aftermath, Patna, became center of Wahhabi movement after Syed Ahmed's death. Movement continued as organized resistance. Why important? First organized Islamic revivalist challenge to colonial power, spread across wide political plus religious impact, issued independent authority, viewed by British as major danger to their rule. Quick revision keywords. Revivalist, pure Islam, oppression, British supremacy. Syed Ahmed Barelvi, leader. Abd al-Wahhab, Arabia. Shah Waliullah, Delhi. Spread Kabul, NWFP, Bengal, Bihar, Central Provinces, 1830 Peshawar plus coins. 1831 Battle of Balakot, death, Patna. Center 31. This is the crisp one-page notes. Quick glance and you'll remember everything for exams. Would you also like me to make a visual memory map, diagram, flowchart style of this so you can revise it even faster? Got it. Here's the world's best cheat sheet page on the Pagalpanthi Rebellion. Super crisp with bullets, dates, and keywords. Perfect for last-minute exam revision. Nothing important will be missed. Pagalpanthi Rebellion, cheat sheet. Background, community sect, Pagalpanthi, quasi-religious, partly social. Founder, Karam Shah, North Bengal. Followers, mainly Garos, tribal group plus poor peasants. Aim, protect religion plus defend peasants' rights. Leadership, Karam Shah founder. Tipu, son and successor, inspired by religious political purposes. The Rebellion, year 1825. Event, Tipu captured Shirpur. Action, declared himself king. Administration by Tipu. Appointed, judge, justice, magistrate, law and order, collector, revenue taxes. Created a parallel government in Shirpur. Key features, significance. Peasant-based movement. Tribal plus religious plus political character. Early expression of resistance against British-supported zamindars. Tried to establish independent rule for justice and equality. Keywords for exam. Pagalpanthi sect, Karam Shah, Tipu, Garos, peasants, Shirpur. 1825, king, judge, magistrate, collector, quasi-religious, peasants' rights. Would you like me to also make this into a visual one-page chart diagram, like mind map or flowchart, so you can glance and remember in seconds? Perfect. Let's make best exam revision cheat sheet for the Farazi movement. I'll keep it one-page style, crisp, bullet point with keywords plus so you can revise super quickly. Cheat sheet, Farazi movement, Bengal. Founder and origin. Founder, Haji Shariatullah, 1781 to 1840. Started 1818, Faridpur, Bengal. Name meaning, Farizars, compulsory in Islam. Aims, goals. Religious. Purify Islam. Remove un-Islamic practices and customs. Strictly follow Quran, Sunnah. Social. End exploitation of poor farmers. Stop unfair taxes, forced labor. Political. Resist British rule and oppressive landlords, zamindars. Leaders. Haji Shariatullah, religious reformer. Focus on correct Islamic duties. Dudu Mian, Muhsin ad-Din Ahmad, 1819 to 1862, son and successor, turned movement into farmers' protest. Organized peasants, appointed village leaders, Khalifas. Opposed indigo planters and zamindars. Activities, actions, refusal to pay unfair rent. Attacks on indigo factories, Kuthis. Creation of parallel village system. Several arrests of Dudu Mian, but highly popular among masses. Timeline, quick dates. 1781, birth of Haji Shariatullah. 1818, return from Mecca, starts Farazi movement. 1840, death of Shariatullah, passes to Dudu Mian. 1840s-50s, peasant mobilization, clashes with landlords and indigo planters. 1857, revolt of 1857, Dudu Mian arrested by British. 1859-60, released from jail. 1862, death of Dudu Mian. After movement weakened, many followers merge with Wahhabi movement. Keywords, remember. Farizatory duties in Islam. Faridpur, Bengal, equals birthplace. Zamindars, exploitative landlords. Indigo planters, forced cultivation, cruel system. Khalifas under Dudu Mian. Hobbies, later merged movement, 1860s. Significance. One of the earliest socio-religious reform peasant movements in Bengal. Blended religious revival with social justice. Inspired later farmer and anti-colonial struggles in Bengal. Exam punchline summary, 20 words. Faraizi movement, 1818, Bengal, by Haji Shariatullah, religious purification. Dudu Mian turned it into farmer revolt against British and landlords. Would you like me to also make a visual memory map, diagram, flowchart version of this cheat sheet, like boxes plus arrows, so you can see it at a glance for exams? Perfect. Let's now make the world's best cheat sheet. Super crisp, one-page, exam-ready notes with only bullets, dates, names, and keywords. No extra story, just the most important points for quick revision. Lasodia movement and Govind Giri, 19th century bill reforms. Key personalities: Surjabhagat, social reformer among bills. Govind Giri, 1858 to 1931. Main leader, reformer, organizer of bills. Considered propounder, main founder of Lasodia movement. Region, tribal group, bills, areas, Mewar, Bagar, and nearby regions, Rajas timeline. Latter half of 19th century, 1850 to 1900, Lasodia movement started. 1883, Govind Giri founded Sabya Samaj, civilized society. Aims, objectives. Social reforms among bills. End harmful habits, drinking, gambling, additions. Unite SCAT, community organization. Promote discipline, cooperation, and education. Improve social and moral life. Methods, strategies. Started Lasodia movement, named after Lasodia village. Formation of Sabya Samaj, 1880. Public meetings, storytelling, spreading reform ideas. Common rules, sobriety, no alcohol, stop quarrels, peaceful dispute settlement. Encouraged savings and education. Leadership by personal example. Challenges. Resistance from those who liked old habits. Opposition from powerful landlords and moneylenders. Poor, scattered tribal villages, difficult to unite. Lack of funds for schools and reforms. Impact, significance. Gave unity and identity to Bill community. Reduced some harmful practices. Spread education and awareness. Inspired later tribal and social reform movements. Marked beginning of organized tribal awakening in Rajasthan. Keywords for exams. Surjabhagat, Govind Giri. Bills? Lasodia movement. Sabya Samaj, 1883. Social reforms. Mewar, Bagar, 19th century. Propounder. Super crisp memory line. Surjabhagat plus Govind Giri Lasodia movement, late 19th C. Beal reforms in Mewar Bagar. Govind Giri founded Sabya Samaj, 1883. Main propounder. Would you like me to also design this as a visual exam poster, like a chart with boxes and arrows, so it's easier to remember at one glance?